Hi, this is Shui with a review of the Zoom Freak 2 from Nike. Unfortunately, a very, uh, it's not a very satisfying shoe. It's very disappointing. The only, the only strength, I think, two strengths. Design, I think it's a um, lovely continuation from the first one. Not a drastic difference, but at the same time, they made some touches to make it look like a different kind of a new look. The next step in the evolution of the Greek Freak. Considering that you have the logo of the player who is said to be the next person to carry the torch to represent the NBA after LeBron James, this is a very disappointing shoe. The foam on the midsole itself, it's rather rigid. I think it's EVA or some kind of injected Phylon. It feels pretty firm and rigid, and the shoe is not exactly the lightest considering its size. It's close to 400 grams for a size 9.5. That's pretty heavy in my opinion. It's got nice little foam padding all over, so that's nice. Not a lot of ventilation because of the thick foam padding. The upper material is, I don't know what it is. It's sort of like a fabric textile material that's coated with something. It looks and feels nice, but it's not very breathable. They have nice little reinforcements for the toe drag areas. They have added little thick TPU type of material to prevent, I guess, rolling of your ankles a little bit. The outrigger is very sharp and prominent, so that's a good thing. This one, personally, I don't really like it because it's kind of dig into my pinky toe a little bit. It I would say go true to size. If you have a wider foot, then you may go up half a size, but I would not recommend going down half a size if you have a narrow foot. On the heel, you have nothing except this hard rigid Phylon, so the cushioning is non-existent. Overall, it's pretty low to the ground, but cushioning is again non-existent. They have a minimal zoom air on the forefoot, which you can't really feel. The insole is an inseparable, hard, strongly glued Ortholite material. The Ortholite insole is super thick and very airy, so it will wear down soon, and it might rip if you sweat in it and wear in it for a prolonged period of time. It's kind of like the insoles they use for the PG1s. Overall, it reminds you a lot of the PG1s, except I guess a little bit more stable version of PG1 with maybe even less cushioning, because the PG1 foam felt a little bit more softer. So I don't know where they were going with this shoe. The outsole, the pattern is great. It's very good for a clean court as well as dusty ones. It's going to grip like crazy. On the heel, it's more durable materials, like something's been squeezed there, but this is better. It's better to have something that's more crude like this, because on the heel you're going to be wearing them a lot more than the forefoot area. If you're that type of player who tend to drag around your heel a little bit, this is the type of outsole pattern that you would prefer. They decoupled the sole, saying they wanted to allow some more movements, but I don't think that's the design that it delivers, the function that it delivers with the form. But it is good to have a decoupled midsole to reduce the weight, but they didn't really do a good job because it still weighs close to 400 grams. Design, I would just say this: the strength of this shoe is that it's the second signature of a player who is going to be a legend once he retires. They have a nice little color that's reminiscent of the Milwaukee Bucks home colorway, but actually this is paying homage to some kind of greenery or wood or leaf that's representative of something from Nigeria, because Giannis Antetokounmpo is apparently from Nigeria. Then he immigrated to Greece, so he became a Greek citizen, I suppose. That's why we call him the Greek Freak. But yeah, overall, yeah, it's a rather underwhelming release by Nike.